Well, once again, I'm going to put the big fuses on this. You can watch if you like. I hope you do. I've done it on a bunch of other cars, but this is my record of the things that I do. So anyway, we will be moving her over to there. A lot easier for me to work on over there. So that means the TR4 is outside, and I got to get my other black car back in here too. So let's move her over, and we're almost to the point where I used to. That time I saw her in the garage and her taillights were lit up by the sunset. She just looked like Satan, man. That's why I call her Lucifer. But anyway, she's a great running little thing. So let's move her over there. She's just a little tiger. I just love taking her out. No smoke. Okay. Make sure we're all locked up here. She's going to spend the night here. So I'm going to undo her. So let's see, I got to put a diode on the alternator. It's got a light, so I don't have to worry about putting a resistor in line. And got a real good amp meter in this one. And I don't know why I was showing it way over there. And then diode, and then a couple of fuses, and then we'll be good. Let's disconnect the battery immediately. My goodness, what simplicity this is. So there it is right there, and there's your 80 amp fuse, and focus. That's backwards anyway, but it don't matter. It's 80 amp. See it? Okay, just say no. There you go. And got a little cover for it and everything. So we're going to do the alternator first, since it's just offering it up so beautifully here. What else can you do? Okay, it's a day or two later. So don't get mad at me for scratching the paint, because that ain't paint. That's vinyl wrap. And that's not the original color there anyway. So I've got the 80 amp fuse in place here. I have decided not to put diodes in this. I just don't, it just shuts off pretty good, so I'm not going to worry about that. Let's see. So the only other thing I got is over there. We'll just take a little walk. We'll try to keep the camera still as we can. So we're going to manipulate this into place, and this into place for all the extra wires, kind of make this like a mini junction box slash fuse. That is a 50 ampere there. This is a 400 amp here. And I've got some testing to do. I don't know if she starts so good. I kind of want to do things right. See, I got this extra post right here. I kind of want to find out if that's the R post. I can do that just with the key, and don't have to have the battery hooked up for that. But let's just finish this up and put on a couple of terminals and kind of call this quits. So that's your S terminal, obviously. And I tried to maintain that original wiring there. In English cars, you'll find white with red is usually a ignition setup there. So let's test this one with the fluke. Well, let's see. I want to double check this. This I think is a 3 ohm. I want to double check all that. Sometimes in the heat of battle, when you reassemble something, you kind of forget things, and hopefully that'll come up to 3 something. Oh, I like this song. Good song. Okay, there you go, 3.3. And let's see if I can get, I made a bracket just now. See that aluminium bracket? So we've got, this was on there flat. And that's oil fill, so it's got to go up and down. So let's get that on there, huh? All right. Okay, so she's upright now, and I was able to just switch this wire around to get a 90-degree because it's going to hit this. See that little divot right there? that's where this heater hose is hitting. But it, ooh, I don't know what that's about. Like it's leaking coolant. How's that possible? It's weeping. I don't know. Who cares? It's not busted. All right. Ooh. I can change this vacuum hose. That's good. That's good call. I'm glad I saw that. This cheap stuff just ain't no good. See, it's already split. All right. Well, find things as you go, don't you? But I'm happy with that. The bracket worked out. Everything looks good and tight. And I put a piece of rolled up Gorilla Tape down there to give it a little pad, keep it from shorting out or rubbing a hole in it or whatever could happen. It ain't gonna happen now because I put a piece of Gorilla Tape down there. Okay, we have a really nice vacuum line now going to the Weber, and I ran into the classic problem. That's that black hose right there. Right there. Right there. Coming out to this copper line. So the Weber diameter's much larger than the other diameters, so luckily I got all the silicone stuff, so hose, 3 different sizes, so we got a real nice solid vacuum line, and I think it's going to be okay. And we're going to just sort of do it like that, and I'm going to put a little piece of rubber right here, and that's about all we're going to need. And that's just pushed all the way in. There's nothing there. It's metal to metal basically. So that's much better. So I hadn't done one darn thing I said I was going to do, almost. So I hadn't done any wiring. Just kind of been cleaning up other little things. Well, I got this fuse to all those up, like using it like a junction box, like I said. And so we're gonna see what we're gonna do here in a minute. We're gonna do this 400 amp thing. Then I'm gonna call this video quits. I'm sure everything's gonna be fine cranking it up. I really don't want to crank it just for a little short time. So this is where we are now. Luckily I have all of those, and I just broke the case, but who cares? It doesn't really matter, does it? So I'm gonna cut this about right here. I'm gonna get my red little things ready, and I got a bunch of red shrink tube here, and so I'm gonna mark this red finally, because just to kind of, it's just positive on the battery, but it's better to be really positive, isn't it? Ha ha ha. Lenny D, I don't think so. Okay, so I've got these are perfect. I've got the red goo up in there. I'm getting ready to crimp them, and then I'm getting ready to solder them into place, and it's going to be good. And we're going to do that right now. So I think I got it all done. I've got that hooked up to the solenoid, and it comes around here, and it goes to my 400 amp that I can see right there. And then there's my 50 amp and my other ones over there that we saw earlier. It's all tightened up. It looks kind of funky, but it's on there with great rigidity. So let's see when I tighten up the, anything gonna burst into flames? Don't look like it. I know that looks kind of weird, but boy, it's safe as heck, and that's what I want. I don't have to worry about anything catching on fire, even if I forget to disconnect the battery. Okay, so we're going to, all we're gonna do now, I can't, you know, the bad thing about this cover is that it's straight on, so I never end up in a straight on position. So I'll think about what I'm going to do about, I mean, that's raw current, that's raw current, that's raw current. So I mean, and this is, I mean, you know, what difference does it make? So let's go, and I think that fuel pump is not clicking right. Is that the one? No, that's for the other car. This is the one. Most of y'all probably never seen that Triumph symbol. If you know anything about Triumph, it's a European thing. Alright, let me get myself in here. The lights should come on. Yep. Okay, lights came on. So let's take a look and see if everybody writes you till you start recording, or you know, nothing caught on fire. Let's turn that off. Okay, well, there's my voltage. So we'll crank it up some other time, but we're not cranking it up right now. I don't know why that fuel pump is lazy like that. I guess it just don't run it enough. So, I wonder what the green, I don't know. I can't remember what I did here. So green light is alternator, and then the red light thing. Okay, so let's take these back in. It's getting too dark anyway, and I'm not going to be able to. I can drive this car at night easily, but just don't want to. Deer's coming out and everything. Oh dear. And all of that stuff. That looks crazy, doesn't it? But that's going to the oxygen sensor for that air-fuel ratio gauge. So let's go and look this over again. Okay, so that's my earth there. That's my fuse there. I put a bigger, better coil on it. Say positive to here, negative goes to the distributor since this is a positive earth vehicle. And that's good and firm with a little bit of a cushion underneath it. I put a little bit of a cushion right there on that vacuum line I did earlier. And that really is nice. And I think I'm just going to call it quits on this video. And I think that I'll come out maybe, no, I'm not going to be here tomorrow. Got called out on something to do. Alright, so let's turn this off. Okay. And happy with the bow jack. I don't see any interference coming down here. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Who wants me now? Alright, that's going to be about it. I'm not going to clean up now because I'm not sure I'm done. Let's go close that door. Grab your Powerade. I swill those down just one after the other, trying to keep hydrated. I don't know about you, but sometimes if I wait too long, I actually can get a little dizzy. So let's close this door. And that's close the door on the whole thing. So let's close the door on giving me a thumbs up and subscribe. And comment about anything you see, any questions you have. And I may even remember what it is I did here. But I can follow along and do. Oh, I want to do one more thing, but that's not relevant to what I said earlier. Okay, I'm going to be here about another 5 minutes or less. Okay, talk to you later. We'll think of something to do at some other time. I think next is the Jaguar, I think, to make her safe. And boy, that's one you want to make real safe. Ooh, wind's picking up. Well, the AC guys are here. And what happened was the A coil blew, such as it is. Say hey to everybody. Give everybody a wave. So we think the A coil blew. We didn't know it till I turned the heat on and the pressure's reversed. But that's been in there a little over 3 years. That don't look bad at all, like you said. So yeah, change your filters, everybody.
Yep.
And that, if you don't, this will just keep growing and just sit and make it worse and worse. But there's not any use, and looks like it might have been leaking right there. Is that? Yep. Yeah, so it's right there. So that's what this is where the heat and cool happens. And if you're gonna clean that with New Bright or something, you gotta be kind of, ooh, it's terrible. No pond work today. So we'll put that off. I hate putting off concrete work because I don't want to do it. So, anyway, got some new drain lines. I'm not going to go under the house and mess around. You guys know exactly which. Where did Jason go?
He went back to the shop.
Okay, he didn't need to be here. Well, that's interesting. So, let's see. I'm 410A. I do automotive refrigeration.
Oh, okay.
Car work, and I talked to Jason about he's got a friend that's got some work needs to be done. Yeah. So I know the concepts. I put 4 or 5 air conditioning systems in cars.
Oh, really?
Just get them new and put them in. So yeah, I got the vacuum pumps and everything to swing it, and the gauges. And
oh, do you?
Yeah, I was going to do something yesterday on a Lexus, but we ran out of time.
Where do you do it at?
Well, here.
Oh, really?
Get him. We'll go down the shop. I'll show you.
Okay.
I promise this is the last update on Frosty because I got what I wanted. Now it doesn't look like it from here. See his nose? It looks like it's black. All right, so we're going to go out there and see that it is not black. turn that off. Just stick with me a minute here. Because when Mick was here the other night, I didn't have these. I have them now. Oh, I poured a bunch of concrete today. I'm kind of beat. Now look at him. Ain't he the toast of the town? With his big orange nose. That's 50 more lights. 1,150 lights. But that nose, it's like my friend David. Those eyes, those lips, those nose, the third arm. I hope he's watching. All right, so there you go. That's 50 lights. I wadded them up with tape. I didn't show you anything about it. Between the pull ties and the tape. And that just is the crowning touch for the old boy. Oh my. I am so happy. Alright. Just wanted to give an update on it. That's it. And I'm going to run the C9s every now and then. But to me, that is just beauty. I love that orange. I looked it up under Halloween lights. If I'd have seen it before, I would have got the orange wire. So it looked at least orange in the daytime from the inside. But it's green wire, so you can't see it. So tip your hat to everybody, Frosty.